podcast. Back by popular demand. Nacya Marreiro. What's up, girlie?
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We're just talking. You just got back from Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
You did their version of the Tonight Show.
I mean, not really. That's not the Tonight Show, but
It's not.
it's a stand-up comedy show on TV.
Okay. I mean, dude, there's really. I don't know why I thought of this just now, but I remember that there being like on Spanish language TV when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. They'd have like Sábado Gigante or some shit like with Don Francisco, but they would have like comedians come on, but the comedians were like dressed like clowns. Like it was. I don't know what it is about like Spanish language TV or comedy, and I mean, hopefully it's evolved. I'm sure it's evolved since then, but it was like really hacky shit. I didn't understand the language that great because my Spanish isn't great, but I knew enough to know that it wasn't
good.
It was like very slapsticky, like very fucking like a lot of props and shit.
That sucks.
I know.
Oh my God. This one had some props.
This is a normal. This is more normal stand up.
It was normal stand up, but there were some people who did had props. Yeah.
No shit. I bet they killed. I feel like I feel like that's a good crutch to have if you can make props. You know, it's like musical comedy. I always feel like guys who get up there with a guitar or gals get up with the guitar, it's like just a little bit easier than just writing a joke.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you like sing song or like you use a tune that people know, they already like connect with it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
That's
but
true.
5,000 people, they do it in front of an arena of people. All right. And you said first 15 minutes in Portuguese?
Not 50, yeah, it was first 15 minutes I've done in Portuguese. I wrote with 1 week in advance only.
Okay.
It was like really stressful because I don't know how Portuguese comedy is anymore. Do you know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like the comedic sensibilities in other countries are very different.
Very different, yeah.
Like I did comedy in Australia for 3 weeks back in 2020, like right before the pandemic. I did a bunch of festivals out there. And even there, I mean, it's English.
Yeah.
And they have mostly the same references. Like we all have, you know, dating apps. We all have like the shit I was talking about at the time. And even there, like some of the jokes by the end of the 3 weeks, I had to adjust them because it wasn't hitting the way it hits over here.
Yeah.
And it's got to be like a cultural thing. Like even though the language is the same, culturally, what they like to hear is just different.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of British comics out there.
I sit down with the producer of this TV show and the comedian that started this TV show, and I just had arrived in Portugal, and I was so fucking exhausted. And they're like brutally honest, and they were just like, "What the fuck? Her Portuguese sucks."
Well, I was gonna say.
They were like,
how is your Portuguese? You don't speak it regularly over here, I'm sure.
I don't speak it regularly, but I'm Portuguese. I was born and raised there until I was like 18, right?
Yeah, but if I spoke Spanish for the last 20 years, I wouldn't just go back and be perfect in English again.
You know, I'm in a place in my life where I don't speak good English and I don't speak good Portuguese.
You speak good English. You have an accent, but you speak good English.
You know, he literally said her Portuguese is fucking retarded. He literally said that.
They can still say retarded in Portugal? They haven't gotten the memo yet?
I just stayed there and I was like, well, don't mind me being here while you talk shit about how I speak. But then after a few days after, he was like, oh, it's getting better now. I'm like, yeah, I always speak English. Like, what do you expect? We'd have a perfect...
Well, they flew you out from the United States. I'm pretty sure they're aware that you're speaking English.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's like my accent, my Portuguese is not right. But anyway, first 5 minutes in front of 5,000 people.
Yeah.
Silence. When I tell you silence, like it came, like, and that was my best jokes, like one-liners where they're supposed to hit. Yeah. And I remember just taking a deep breath, and I look around at people. When I get nervous, I start laughing, right? So I look around,
and you start dying laughing.
And I'm like, I start laughing, and then I thought that my mic was not working. Because it was just so shocking that they didn't even like laugh. But they were looking at me like this. But they were not laughing.
Do you think it was your Portuguese accent was off or something?
No, I think it was multiple things.
Okay.
It was all families there. Okay?
You're talking about sucking dick?
No, I never talked about sucking dick. But I just like...
They really didn't like that.
Sometimes when
you talk about your sexual history in front of a bunch of 6-year-olds?
No, I don't talk about that stuff. But it's... I think it was just... They felt like overwhelmed because I was the only woman in the lineup, and then they're all like, you know, old dudes or dudes with a belly or whatever, and then I have a tight jumpsuit that looks like it's stuck on my skin. I have red lipstick and my hair is done and everything. I think it took them a little bit to be like, she just...
What's going on here? They thought you would start stripping instead?
Maybe, yeah, most likely. I think so. Actually, I had a joke where I opened because my jumpsuit had the zipper from here to here, and I did this joke where I unzip a little bit of my zipper.
Yeah.
And they were like nothing. Even there was like silence. And I'm like, oh, they just need to get used to
Was it an arena
me.
full of gay dudes? What the fuck?
Most likely. But anyway, but afterwards, it ended really well, and I got a standing ovation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, man, there's nothing worse. The worst bombing I ever had, it wasn't even like the crowd didn't like me. It's that they were just dead silent. I still remember it. Oof, it hurt. Yeah, like I heard someone like put down their glass in the back of the room.
I hate that.
Fuck. It might as well have been a shotgun blast to my face. I mean, I was like, oh man, this is not. If I could hear the back of the room breathing, this is not going to go well. Yeah, that's always the worst. But you got them in the end.
I mean, silence is not always bad, but in an arena it's bad.
No, I'd rather the crowd give me shit or boo me,
yeah,
or complain about me than just sit there and not do anything. Because then I'm like, am I fucking even a person? Do they see me here? Like,
I know, yeah.
Are they just completely rejecting me as a human being? Like, that's what it feels like. I don't know, but you got out of it. You made it.
I made it.
3 weeks in Portugal. You go see your family?
Yeah, I saw my family. I went to the beach. I had the childhood friends.
Are you from Lisbon? Where are you from?
I'm from the south, Algarve.
I don't know where that is.
It's like in the coast.
Okay.
I mean, the whole country is coastal, but it's like, do you know where Africa is? Do you know where?
Do you know where one of the continents is? I'm pretty sure I know where that continent is.
And then there's like Morocco, like North Africa.
Yeah.
And then right across Morocco, there's like a little bit of the ocean, and
strait,
there's Portugal. Yeah. I'm the closest to Morocco.
Okay. What is that strait called again? The Strait of Gibraltar?
I think so, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, look at you.
Fucking, see?
You know
I know my
shit.
geography.
There you go.
Did you know that, fucking Mikey?
Fuck no.
Not all 50-year-olds know that.
50-year-olds?
Aren't you 50?
I'm 40.
Oh, sorry. It's the same thing.
You know what? I am 50. Don't I look good for 50? I'm going to start lying saying I'm 50 years old. That's the move. We talked about it last time. Lie up about your age.
If you have a lot of money, you look amazing for 50.
What if I'm poor and I don't look amazing for 50?
And you're like, eh.
I wonder how old I could get away with saying I am and people will believe it. There's a good question. Because everyone tries to lie down like, oh, do you think I look 33? It's like, no. Could I pass for 52? That's the question.
No, you don't look 50.
I got enough gray, man. I need a haircut. I told you I got gray in my beard. My fucking hair's going. I'm losing.
But if you're a man, that's sexy.
Yeah, well, thank God I'm keeping most of my hair. That
would be bad if you lost hair. Yeah.
Yeah, like not having hair is like having small tits for
For girls,
For girls, yeah. Well, I guess now it's about ass these days.
It's about what?
Now it's about ass. I feel like ass is more important than tits these days. But when I was a kid, that's how old I am. Like it was all fucking Baywatch babes. The bigger, the faker, the better.
Really?
Oh yeah, you know this.
I do.
You're over 20 years old and you've heard of Baywatch, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like, what do you mean I do?
I mean, I don't know. It
wasn't a commentary on your tits.
You know what I don't know? Tits are better than ass. I don't fucking know that.
No. Now I feel like kids are more into ass. You know this.
Okay.
The internet's full of it.
About
fucking
ass.
the Brazilian butt lift and all this shit. Am I wrong, Mikey? Am I losing my mind?
No, you're totally
ass is bigger
on.
than titties.
So
right
in
now.
the 90s when we were growing up, fake boobs just became a thing and they were getting good, and like Pamela Anderson and everyone all over the internet, that was the thing. And now the new thing is, oh my God, look at these asses, Kardashians, like the pop culture swing, like. But back in the 90s, like mom jeans, no one even thought of butts.
No,
like,
they didn't at all, dude.
Ridiculous.
Do you like BBLs?
I don't know if I like them. Actually, to be honest with you, I probably would say I don't because I don't think they've perfected it yet. It's kind of like Mike, you were saying, like boob jobs in the early '90s. They weren't perfected. They looked terrible. You've seen a breast implants from like 91.
If you go to Brazil, they don't even call it BBL there. They don't even know what the fuck a BBL is.
Well, that's just how their ass is, isn't it?
No. So what they do in Brazil, they take the fat from your body. That's what Megan Thee Stallion did, and they put it in their ass. And the doctors make it look
like
like
recycling.
Yeah, and the doctors know how to make it look really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, I've seen some ass implants or Brazilian butt lifts that are so bad. I think they haven't perfected it yet.
Yeah.
I feel like 10 years from now, the Brazilian butt lift will be perfected. But right now, it's just not. It looks like it's like you could see like where their real ass ends and their fake ass begins.
Yeah, it's
and
gross.
I don't like that. You know, it's a weird look.
I agree.
When you can see their ass because it like comes out on the sides.
On the sides, yeah, it's
what is
weird.
that?
Why does it? Yeah. It looks like they have pillows inside their pants.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No, I don't like it either.
Would you get one of those though?
No.
No? Why not?
Because I'm scared I could die.
They do have a lot of problems with those. I've read like
Yeah.
something like 1 in 5 of them ends up like having complications.
Plus, I've known people who have BBLs and their asses feel like hard in certain places, and I don't want that.
I mean, see, that's the thing too, though. Your ass, you couldn't work like if you have small boobs, you can't do any workout to make your boobs bigger.
Yeah.
Right, but you can work out so your ass can get bigger.
Yeah, but it's also genetic. Some people, it will take a bit.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's everybody.
Like
right?
my ass is medium. It's not big. It's not small.
My ass is medium.
Yeah. If I work out, if I do some squats, I know it will grow.
Okay. Then why don't you work out?
Motherfucker, I do work out. The fuck are you talking about?
Motherfucker.
Look at me.
I'm fucking with you.
No, you're not.
Then why don't you work out? Because I can't tell. I'm fucking with you.
I'll fight your ass right here.
No, you're looking spry. You said you're not drinking now?
Yeah, I'm not drinking.
How long? For how long?
I know. I just realized, like, I get sassy. I get sassy when I drink.
Sassy? What does that mean?
Like, I get, like, flirty and stuff, and I don't like that.
What's wrong with flirting as long as you're not sleeping around a lot and getting fucking diseases?
No, of course not. But
what's wrong with flirting?
I just don't like not having the full control.
Okay.
So
Why? What happened? Who'd you sleep with that you regret?
It's not everything about fucking. The point is, sometimes I have, like, really good conversations, and I feel high and drunk, but I'm not.
Okay.
You know? So I'd rather have that.
All right. So how long has it been since you had a drink? Since you got back from Portugal?
I actually can't remember since last time I drank. I think last time I drank was when I filmed my last special. I had a dirty martini.
Oh, so like a while ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Dude, I couldn't go fucking... Me and Mike were talking before this. I couldn't go 30 days without a drink.
Like, so you're an alcoholic?
No, I just like drinking, but I don't drink every day of the week. No, it's not true. Okay. I don't drink every day of the week. I was saying this, like, Sober October is dumb because I probably don't drink 3 or 4 days a week. I drink, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The rest of the days I really don't drink shit. So, like, if I take 3 days off a week in, like, fucking 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I already took a month off. So what the fuck is the point of taking the entire month of October? Like, why does it have to be consecutive to make it count? I don't agree with that. But you know what November is? It's No Nut November. You participated, Mike?
Failed.
There you go.
I don't understand why. What's like every month now has a fucking like a self-improvement.
I mean, I never even heard any of this. This is the
No
first.
Nut November. You haven't heard about this?
Never heard about it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like guys supposed to not fucking have sex or jerk off for the month, and I'm like, what? Why would you ever do that to yourself?
I'm already participating, and I didn't mean to. So.
You inadvertently are taking part in it.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. I guess it is what it is.
No, it's funny that Sober October is followed by No Nut November. It's got to be the worst 2 months of someone's life if they actually did that. You don't drink and then you don't have sex.
I know, it doesn't make sense.
I know, it seems
Maybe
stupid.
A priest is making this stuff up.
It's try, yeah. This
Even
dry January.
Even though priests do jerk off.
Priest ain't following that.
No, dude, priests are fucking a lot.
What is the name of your dog?
Wrigley.
Wrigley.
Yeah, Wrigley's making an appearance on the podcast.
I know, he's giving me puppy eyes.
It's your emotional support puppy.
You want to have a hug?
No Nut November.
Come here. Do you want to have a hug?
Yeah, go get on the podcast. Come here, Wrigley. Come say hi to the people.
Come on.
There you go.
Oh, you are so sweet.
Say hi to the folks. You'll be our next guest.
He's licking my boobs, doing everything that you guys wish you could do. I love you. Oh my God.
I don't know. That dog was just licking his ass.
It's okay. So my tits will smell like ass now.
A dog's
That's
ass?
my favorite
My
scent.
tits will smell like ass?
It's okay. That's my favorite scent anyway.
Ass or tits?
Both.
Ass and tits.
He's so sweet.
He's a good looking dog. Here, back
So
on the mic.
handsome. Sorry, did you hear me saying that
No, it's
stuff?
fine. I'm sure they heard you.
got you.
I'm sure I
Okay.
picked up. Where's your dog?
He's home.
What's his name again?
Oslo.
Oslo? I'm
Yeah.
surprised you left him. That dog is
I know.
needy.
Did you see him hugging me?
Yeah, well, I saw him jumping on me the last time you were here.
He's very needy, and I don't know where he got it from.
Really? I mean, they learn it from their handlers, from their owner. Are you needy?
You know, I did always cuddle him a lot and give him a lot of,
Yeah, but that's good. That's not needy. That's
You
just
seem to have
affectionate.
had some type of effect on Wrigley, who won't stay out of here now.
It's okay. Dogs do love me. They're like obsessed with me.
Do you like spoil them?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But of course, like sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
of
walking and like there's like a lady walking her dog and her dog stops to cuddle me and then she's like, he never does this. He hates people. I'm like,
What's that about?
because I'm really special.
I don't know about that.
Yes, you do. That's why you're my friend.
Well, you were just saying that you make your dogs needy. What do you do to them to make them needy? Are you a needy person? Is that what this is?
if I was-
it's transference.
Listen, if I was needy, do you think I would be on No Nut November without even knowing? No.
You know, you seem like you'd like attention. We all do. We're fucking comedians.
I like attention on stage. I don't like attention out of the stage.
I don't believe that for a second.
You haven't spent time with me.
I've hung out with you before.
No, you didn't.
I mean, granted, it's always at a show, so I guess we all are. I guess every interaction we have is based on our need for attention from other people.
That's true. That's true.
Even here, we're in front of fucking cameras.
I know, right?
Alone.
Nice to hang out with you. It's always in front of cameras.
Listen, man, we're all busy, you know? And it is a good excuse to hang out with somebody.
I'm not complaining.
I'm having a drink. You could have had a drink, you know? But you're on this fucking dry October, whatever.
Nope.
Sober October. No. You're doing both, it sounds like.
I'm doing both. Yeah, I like to suffer.
You're a sadist?
Yeah.
I don't know. So what's... So Portugal, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You did these shows, but do you still have like friends and family out there? Like, what kind of troubles are to get in Portugal?
I don't have any troubles.
Really?
Why would I have troubles? I'm Portuguese.
No, but I'm saying, but there's no like fun to be had.
Portugal is a lot of fun, but you know.
That's when I say trouble.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Sorry, my English is very bad now.
I know. Well, I mean, I like getting in trouble because trouble's fun.
Yeah, I can tell by your face you're a troublemaker.
Fuck you, man. What is that about?
You look like you would be trouble.
I mean, look, nothing that is good for you is fun. Like, all the fun things are bad for you, right?
Okay.
Sex with strangers, drugs, alcohol, all those things.
By the way,
I don't know what other people do for fun, but that's what I do for fun.
Talking about sex, why is your podcast name Blow? Set Blow.
Actually, it has nothing to do with cocaine or sex. It started out because me and my buddy started recording this, I don't know, like 7 years ago. And it started out because I would get into a little bit of a rant. I'd get upset about something, so I'd lose my temper.
Oh, surprise!
Yeah,
I didn't see that coming.
Right, yeah.
Do I have any dog hairs on my face? Because I kissed that.
No,
dog.
you just have man hair.
Oh, I do, but that's my mustache. I actually feel like I have dog hairs.
No, you look fine.
Okay, I didn't ask you about my tits. I saw you looking. I just asked about my face.
Look at your tits. The fucking microphone's covering them. If I wanted to look at your tits, I'd go to OnlyFans. I'm kidding.
My tits are not on OnlyFans.
No?
No.
What kind of fucking shit OnlyFans do you have?
You have to go see.
I gotta go pay the $5.99 a month.
Yeah.
It is pretty fucked up how cheap you can see some titties these days.
You know, that's why the theater might have been silent, though. Pretty girl walks up on stage.
Yeah.
Who's this? I Google her. She has an OnlyFans. I'm spending my first couple minutes seeing if
surfing
I'm
through,
all of a sudden see that girl naked.
What does her labia look like?
Listen. It's a flaw of men. I think that might have been it.
Maybe.
It all tracks a little.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That also can't be good too. Like, you know, as a male comic, right? I feel like most male comics most comics in general aren't gonna be like super duper attractive, right? But it's more common for there to be male comics. But I can imagine like let's say you're featuring for somebody, you know, name any comic, and all of a sudden like you walk out and all the guys like every girl in the room's like, don't fucking enjoy this.
I know, yeah. I felt like it was like that.
If you laugh once, this relationship is over. Did some girl tell her boyfriend that?
Yeah, I saw a girl having a fight with a guy once.
And looking at you in the middle of his set, it's like, where else am I supposed to look?
And then he was like, he just went like this. He just did like this, and then he kept eating, right? And then
Don't look at her.
And I was on mushrooms, so I was like, oh.
You on stage on mushrooms?
Yeah.
I like this already.
That's a very interesting story. Pause on this story.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how I got on mushrooms.
Yeah, let's hear that.
I cannot say names, but I was in a
Randy
house.
Valerio.
I was in a house of a birthday party. I was in a birthday party of a very famous person that I didn't even know.
Tell me after the show.
I will tell you. I didn't even know this person, but let's just say it's a very famous, iconic person.
And how did you get there if you don't know them?
Because I have a friend who's an actor, and he was like, hey,
so-and-so throwing a party, let's go.
Do you want to come? I said, yeah. I had to sign in a disclosure agreement and everything.
Oh my God, you have to check your phone at
like
the door.
A whole thing, yeah. So I was very hungry, but I cannot tell you what type of food it is because then you will know who was there.
Wow, that's specific?
Yeah, but okay.
Jared from Subway.
I was very...
Donald Trump, McDonald's.
Right? I was very hungry. And I didn't want to be rude and ask for something different. And there was a bowl with candy.
Okay.
When I went to the bathroom, there was like a bowl with candy on the way. And by the way, this fucking house was amazing.
I'm sure. If the guy's that famous. Gal, whoever it is. Yeah.
Gigantic. It was like amazing. And I grabbed the candy and I was waiting on my friend to come out from the bathroom, right? And he's like, where did you get this candy? And I go, it was on a bowl. And he goes, Nacya, that's fucking mushrooms. How much of that did you eat? And I was like, Oh my God, are you serious? I don't know how much I ate. Like, shall I like throw up or something?
Have you ever done psychedelics before?
Yes, but not like that. I was eating like I ate a full hand, and I had the show in Pasadena in the ice house at the ice house.
Oh God, you were driving. I hope not.
I did drive.
The idea of driving on mushrooms gives me anxiety.
It was awful.
Because I already feel like I'm floating. I feel like the car is like.
Yeah, I was driving like this. And then I got there, and I couldn't say a word. I couldn't say the properly 3 times. And then I just passed the mic to a lady, and then she said the word for me. That worked. That was funny. Yeah. But I see these people fighting, right? And I'm like, oh, thank God I can get off my fucking material. So I'm like, what's going on here? And everybody knew exactly what was going on. It's so funny. Yeah, everybody knew. So I addressed it, and then she became like really nice to me, and she was like laughing at everything I said.
Oh, she's like, I don't want him looking at you.
Yeah, but she was like laughing at every single word I said after that. And I was like, okay, calm down, bitch. You're doing too much now. But but anyway, it was interesting. I've never done mushrooms since then. I was kind of scared.
Well, I thought you had never taken mushrooms before, and you would accidentally take them the first time. That would be insane. Like. You know, I've gotten like, you know, like I've had friends trick me like, oh, that was weed and that. I'm like, oh, all right. But I've eaten an edible before. But if I've never eaten mushrooms and someone handed me like a chocolate and I ate it, but it was all mushrooms, and like an hour later, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It was
like,
a lot.
Yeah.
I felt really happy, but I felt overwhelmed. I felt like everyone could see that I was on drugs.
Yeah, but it's LA. No one cares. I'm on drugs right now.
You are?
I got high.
What are you high on?
Weed. I smoked weed this morning.
And you have all this fucking energy? Damn, I would be taking a nap.
I'm gonna take a nap after this.
Okay, makes sense.
I gotta get my energy up for the podcast.
I see.
Yeah, but so you big into the mushrooms or no?
I
couldn't picture you on mushrooms. You don't seem like the type.
I did mushrooms.
You have more Coke vibes.
Thanks. I'm not that skinny.
No.
I like the thing.
I don't know. I feel like cocaine is a European thing. I feel like mushrooms is like an American hippie thing.
Cigarettes is an European thing.
Oh, cigarette.
Cocaine is a fucking LA thing.
That's true. Okay. That is true. Miami. Yeah.
So,
no, I've actually seen more people here do cocaine than in Florida. Oh my God. You go to any fucking bathroom, you hear everywhere. I mean, I live in West Hollywood, so maybe it's just where I live.
Yeah.
But you go to any fucking public restroom, there's always somebody sniffing their keys, like every day of the week, which I don't get. Like at fucking 3:00 on a Tuesday, I'm like, who the fuck's getting high? Like,
yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
Doesn't seem fun if you're doing it in the middle of the day.
I like having like a little bit of mushrooms, and in the summer, just like lay by the pool.
That's the best. Yeah, man. You get in the pool on mushrooms. You feel like you're fucking. I feel like you're floating in space.
I feel like I'm a fucking mermaid. I love it.
A mermaid?
Yeah, I'm just living life. I'm like, oh my God, everything's so perfect.
What's the popular drugs in Europe? If it's not mushrooms and cocaine.
I think weed is not criminalized.
Oh well, isn't Portugal? They like decriminalize all drugs.
All drugs, yeah. It's seen as a disease though. Like you have mental problems.
Okay, but can you still get drugs?
I don't know. I never tried.
I guess you left when you were a kid.
Yeah, I was 18.
I heard this. Is this true? And I don't know where I heard this, but I hope it's true. I heard in Portugal that you have to renew your marriage license every 10 years or else it just gets annulled.
I never heard about that, but that seems like a great idea.
It seems like a fantastic... I don't know if Portugal... I mean, you're from there, but I guess you left when you were a kid.
Never heard of that. I mean, my parents been married for a long time, so I think I would know.
But, yeah, I know. But that maybe they're grandfathered or something. But like, maybe. That seems like a fucking perfect rule. Like every 10 years, you have like a contract year. And if you and your husband aren't with it, you're like, all right, well, we're calling it quits, and I'm not fucking paying you. I'm not paying you anything.
It seems like you're very toxic.
Me?
Yeah.
Why? Because I feel like that's the problem with marriage is that it's forever. Like if it wasn't forever, if it wasn't till death do us part, I feel like people would work harder in their relationship, in their marriage.
Yeah, like, I think that's very smart.
Once you're married with somebody, it's like, oh fuck, they can't go anywhere. Fuck it, I'm gonna give up. You know?
Yeah.
Try to keep them interested.
That's true.
It's my wife. Where the fuck's she gonna go? You know, but if he or she could always walk away, you're gonna put the effort in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. I think about it like this. I'm a big sports fan. It's like a player in his contract year, right, Mikey? Fucking last year on the contract, they always put up big numbers, right? If every 10 years your wife could leave you, or or your husband can leave you, you would behave better years 8, 9, and 10.
Sounds like you're gonna have a lot of kids 10 years apart.
That's true. That's true.
I don't see anything about this remarry must contract shit you're
don't find
talking
it?
about.
No?
This is some wet dream fantasy.
was
I
just-
know.
Up
Well,
with Jeff on
it
the
should
road.
exist.
Yeah.
I
Wishful
attribute it to
thinking.
Portugal, but it should exist. Maybe it's my original idea. I'll
think
take
so.
credit for it.
I think it's wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking.
That's what I think.
I'm just hoping.
Yeah. So how many years have you been married, Randy?
I was married for less than a year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What the fuck does that mean?
Because you hate marriage.
No, well,
And how many years did you dated her before you
Oh
proposed?
my god, like 6 years. I don't like any institution or any tradition that there's no good reason why we do it.
Okay.
You know, like every year it's like, oh, let's listen to these same Christmas carols. I'm like, why? They suck. Make a new one. Like even little shit like that. Oh, let's get married and have kids. Why? Everyone else is doing it. That's a bad reason. You know, like
Who? Okay.
NSYNC Christmas music's a bop.
what is NSYNC?
NSYNC Christmas? Oh yeah. Take it back.
But are they like the same songs?
Yeah.
Why
have
why
one
hasn't there
Christmas
been a new
song.
Christmas carol written in fucking 30, 40, 50 years?
I know they would make a lot of money. Let's write one together.
Write a Christmas carol? Me and you?
Yeah.
Dude, that wish, man. That's a fuck. You know, like that's the biggest moneymaker. Like if you get a holiday song or a holiday movie, the royalties on that every year, Christmas, you just get a bonus.
That's true.
Dude, fucking Mariah Carey makes like fucking $8 million a year just
That's
from that
insane.
one song. It's insane.
That's insane.
I know. That's what I got to get on this shit. But I'm saying, but that's the thing. I feel like traditions that don't have a valid reason to exist are stupid. Just like marriage. It's like I can be in love with a woman and not marry her. I could live as a married couple. We could have kids together. We could have a house together. The whole fucking thing, and not actually be married. So why get married? Like I don't see the purpose of that. It's like, it just makes
It's about safety as well.
yeah.
You understand? It's about
It's about standing up in front of your friends and saying I'm committing to this woman. Which you can do that with. You can have a whole wedding ceremony without actually getting a
It's not-
license. You
it's
know
not
that, right?
just-
You
it's
could
not
rent a
just
church,
that.
get in the fucking pew, and
it's
you
not
do the whole
just
thing.
that. It's about safety.
Safety of what?
For both parties.
What safety?
Because people lose their fucking shit sometimes, and it's about like, oh, by law, you need to give me half of your shit.
I would argue that marriage is unsafe because most people that are killed by their spouse.
That's true.
So how is it about safety? Half your shit? I mean, it's actually not half. You know, the government, the fucking lawyers get a third. That's why marriage doesn't make any sense. If you're not married, you can split your stuff up without getting like a mediator. You don't.
But you
need
know that people don't want
divorce
it.
attorneys.
People don't want that most of the times. People want to make things harder. And the thing
No.
with getting
They want it to
divorced
be like a punishment for not going through with the marriage.
as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like you can say like, okay, well, I'll give you 100K, and then in reality you have 500K, and by law half of that is mine. So that's why people get lawyers and all that fucking shit.
Did you fleece your ex-husband?
No, I accepted whatever he wanted to give me.
Let me see.
Because I don't like going to court is a fucking pain in the ass. I don't want to pay a lawyer, and I'm gonna make it. Like I
There you go.
might
That's
be
the kind of attitude I like right there. Why can't more women have that attitude? Like I don't need his fucking shit.
Because it's about safety.
I have my
as
own
well.
shit.
I don't have my own shit. I
But
have
you're gonna get your
nothing.
own shit.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about safety as well. But I'm at the same time I like to live in dangerously. I'm like, oh, who cares? Maybe I'll be homeless. I will figure it out.
You'll never be. You're
No.
not going to be homeless. I've had this. Who did I have this conversation with? Anthony Staridi. You know Anthony, right?
I don't think so.
He runs that room at the Haha on Sundays. Good kid, funny guy.
Okay.
If not, I'll set you up. Good show. But anyway, I had him in here a couple months back, and he was saying, he's like, dude, I drove over here, man. I was coming down the 101 over in Hollywood. I saw a hot homeless lady. I'm like, dude, there's no such thing as a hot homeless lady. There can't be. If you're a hot woman, there's going to be a guy that's going to bring you into his house. I mean, like, going to let you, you're going to have a place to sleep.
Yeah. But you know, it's
Like 95% of the homeless are men. Like
Yeah.
there's a reason because nobody wants a man in their house. Everyone wants another woman in their house.
yeah, that's true.
No one wants a fucking dude in their house.
Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass to be under a man's wing.
Oh,
You know what I
for
mean?
To be under anybody's wing. I have I'll have that
sucks.
same independent streak. Yeah, I mean, not fucking. It just having anyone like that's why I like comedy. No one else is your boss. I mean, like, you
I mean, in comedy,
self-made.
you have a lot of bosses, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying, but like you're very free. It's not like I have to show up anywhere every day. It's not like anyone's like looking for me on a Tuesday at 3:00 in the comedy world.
I mean, you have to show up to yourself. You have to fucking write and do all this shit.
Yeah,
every
but
day.
I'm saying, but you're self motivated.
Yeah.
But you don't have. You're not like at a fucking desk. It's not like you have like that kind of response. It's very self reliable, but it's not like you have a lot of like outside responsibilities that are telling you have to do this, you have to do that every day.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not punching a clock. No one's keeping track of your hours. Like.
I mean, yeah.
Except for you, except for how successful you want to be.
I mean, the thing, for example, with comedy, it's like I was a bit lazy and I didn't prepare for this Portuguese comedy thing.
I don't, dude. Writing 15 minutes. After having not done comedy in Portuguese once, I wouldn't call that lazy. I call that brave. I mean, like, if someone said, "Hey, Randy, we'll give you a spot on Argentina's version of The Late Show. You got to write 5 minutes in Spanish," I'd be like, "Fuck, I have no chance." But
yeah. I didn't want to throw the opportunity away. Yeah. And at the same time, it's like, I don't want to make, I mean, I don't really care about making career there. I mean, I do, but I don't really do.
I feel like that would be the coolest thing, though, man. I mean, obviously, I guess you're, a European coming to the United States, but, like, I feel like it would be awesome if I was famous in another country. Like, if I was
of course.
If I was the biggest comic in Australia, but I lived and was from the United States, I feel like that would be sick.
Yeah, of course.
Like if I was huge in London, in Britain, but like I was nobody over here, I'd be like, that's pretty fucking sweet. But you see,
there's a reason why. It's because, like, if I'm famous there, like, I have to be there.
Oh, you got to go?
And, like, money is not so great unless you've been famous for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like the most famous comic in Portugal is a millionaire. Right? Have to be.
Maybe rich.
I mean, look at like Gad Elmaleh. Like he's like the most famous comic in France.
Do you have your vape there? I'm like, do you have your vape there?
Yeah.
Can I vape in here?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He's been smoking weed over there all afternoon.
Thanks.
You got hooked on cigarettes while you were over there, huh? Back in that nicotine.
Do you know what it is?
What?
Like I was until like 3. Okay, I was until 3 a.m. in the morning in this studio writing this fucking shit with a producer who's a genius writer as well of this TV show.
Did you get any help? Because like writing in another language.
Yes and no. Okay. Yes and no. So this is what I had to do. I had to write like freely. And then I would show it to them and they're like, no, this is not good enough. You have to be quicker. Oh, no. And then I would have the other comedian who owns the show who's very like, it's like he's on cocaine, but he's not. He's like, no, you're not. You have to do this. You have to do that. And then my best friend was there and she's like watching the whole thing and she's like, you're so different than a few years ago because I know you would have punched both of them in the balls. And I'm like, I just want to get paid. Like, let's just get this done, you know? So
I want my per diem.
It was like that. It was very intense, and I smoked like one after the other one because it was so overwhelming. Okay. And I had jokes that I actually really thought it was funny. They were funny, and everyone else did too. But then the producer was like, "You can't do those jokes."
Well, that's the other thing you're dealing with too, because it not only is it comedy in a language that you haven't spoken on a regular basis in a long time, and the sensibilities are different, like culturally, right? But then you're also on TV, and I'm sure there's certain jokes that you wrote that like you can't do that one on TV. Like fuck, you got to pull that joke, right? They're like pulling out bits from the 15 minutes that you just wrote in a foreign language. It makes it even tougher. Like if someone told me how to do 15 minutes clean, I wouldn't be able to do the fucking show.
I was really proud of being able to write for that, and I was like, especially the first 3 jokes, I'm like, oh, these are fucking killers because. Even when I said that there and they were like really hard on me, they're like, these are good jokes. And then in the end, they came to me and they were like, we never seen anything like that where there was such a lack of chemistry with the crowd. They were like, I've never seen anything like this. Like the first 5 minutes, he goes, afterwards you got a standing ovation. Like everyone got up because I couldn't see very well because of the lights. Yeah. But I was like, I remember being there and just being like, fuck y'all. Like, I really wanted to get off the script, but they were like, no matter what happens, you stick with the script.
But that's the thing. You're approved to tell those jokes on TV, like standards and practices. They have it here in the United States. Like, you can't just wing it. Like, you can't say that on TV. Like, you can't do that. I'm going to cut that whole shit. Like,
it was so hard.
Yeah.
I wanted so bad. And the thing is that you've seen me doing comedy. I like walking around the stage and looking at people and talk. They're like, stay in the same place. So I was thinking, stay in the same place. I'm low-key bombing. I can't improvise. This is going to TV. My parents are going to watch this. I was just like really scared because I saw some videos from the previous shows.
Yeah.
And there was this guy that he went on stage and somebody was like, suck my cock.
Whoa.
And he had to ignore it. And I'm like, if somebody tells me suck my cock, I'm going to have to answer it. I'm sorry. And they're like, no, you don't answer to anything. You stick to the script. And I was like, fuck. Okay.
Well, the good news is if you bombed over there, no one will ever see it over here.
It's going to go to the internet, so they will see it. But I don't care about bombing.
But they want to be able to understand it.
You see, let me tell you something. I'm very grateful that I got to do this shit. And I'm grateful that I stood there and I looked at everybody. Because if this was like 5 years ago, I would have shit my pants. Okay. You know? So I'm not scared of bombing anymore. I'm scared of being bad at comedy. Yeah. Because you can bomb from a different crowd or you didn't deliver the right way. But as long as I'm learning, it is what it is, you know?
No, I agree with you on that. I mean, I said to myself when I first started, I was like, man, you know, because I fucking bombed for like a year straight before I got a laugh. I mean, it was... I had all the same ideas, no punchlines. So it just sounded like a fucking manifesto up there. I sound like fucking Richard Kuklinski or some shit. Some fucking
I wanted Nacya to go on a rant and do the Bill Burr Philly rant. The Nacya Portugal rant. She's now famous there for just destroying
just everyone. Fucking cursing out all the people in Portuguese.
Fuck everybody.
Fuck soccer.
Exactly. Why the fuck did she marry a Spanish when there's so many of us here? You idiot.
Just 7 minutes.
That's what people...
No, like people, I agree.
People are like, "What do you think about Ronaldo?" I'm like, he marries this Spanish lady, so.
Is that like you're like the Japanese Chinese thing?
Yes.
With the Spanish and
a
the
little
Portuguese
bit,
are?
yeah.
Okay, so Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are like that. They're basically the same, but they hate each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like Israel, Palestine. I guess it's two different religions. I don't know. They all look the same to me. Okay.
That's fucked up. Let's cut that part.
Not a good time.
I know. I haven't.
37:35. Let's.
It's all right. It's all right. Dude, it's been what, like fucking 8 weeks. I don't think I've mentioned the war in Ukraine or the war in Israel since they've happened on this podcast. This might be the first time I even referenced them. Yeah. Don't worry, we won't go there. It's not fun. That's why I don't talk about it.
It's awful.
People actually ask me that shit too. Like, oh, yeah, like people DM me and shit. You know, follow.
Did they DM you about me?
About you?
Yeah.
No.
So why did you say by popular demand?
By popular demand?
Yeah, that's how he introduced me.
My demand.
My demand.
Yeah, your
Mike Nelson, bring her back.
Bring her.
Like, okay. I was feeling kind of cocky here. I was like,
well, it was in the comments section that I had to clear out from the last clip of you stripping on the podcast because you were bloated.
I was not stripping. I unbuttoned my pants.
It was very non-sexual for those listening. If you want to go back and look, but I labeled it as or my editor put stripping on a podcast.
And they were.
But it was just you unbuckling your pants because you were bloated.
Because I had tea.
Tea, yeah. I still don't get that.
Have you ever had boba tea?
Of course, I've had boba tea. I don't like it.
Okay,
but it doesn't make you bloated. No drink makes you bloated.
The tapioca makes me bloated, but I love it.
Oh, are you like lactose intolerant or something?
No, I'm not. I don't know why I feel like that, but I keep on drinking it. I don't give a fuck.
Does it give you the farts?
No, it doesn't give me the farts. It just makes me feel pregnant.
Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah, it is. You know what's really fucked up?
What's that?
Is that so? I have like, before my period comes, I feel exactly the way I would feel if I was pregnant.
Have you been pregnant before?
No, but it's the same symptoms.
But how do you know that then?
Because it's the same symptoms. Like when women are pregnant, they get like weird cravings.
Okay.
Right?
What do you crave when you're on your period?
Everything. No, before my period comes. I get really fucking horny. Like I can't stop thinking about it. What day of the month is this? I get really fucked up cravings. I feel fat. I'm lazy.
That's me every day.
Fuck.
I wake up, I feel horny, I feel fat, I'm lazy. It's like, that sounds like every day for me.
That's just a middle-age crisis for you.
That is true.
But,
yeah, so wait a minute. So I guess I never asked you. You want kids? Do you want the family and all that?
Yeah, I want kids.
No shit. You don't seem like... I feel like you're like a career girl. You don't give a fuck about that.
I mean, this is what's going to happen. I'm 30.
Oh, this is what's going to happen. Okay.
I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm going to give myself 5 years to make something big happen in my career. I don't have insurance. So if I don't make it, I'll have to get married for money. That's the thing.
I love the honesty of that. I'll give myself 5 years, and if I don't make it, then I'm going to have to get married for money.
But I really want... But yeah...
You're in the right town. You picked the right city to come to that.
Thank you. I know. I have a lot of people who want that, but I'm not interested. But it's like...
What kind of a guy would do that?
Oh, there's so many guys.
I know, but I'm saying, like, what kind of a fucking loser? Like,
it's not a loser because it's.
No, he is a loser because like his whole value is his money. Like, I would want someone to be with me because they like my company, not because they want my money.
Of course, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, but there are definitely guys in this town that know they date gold diggers and they don't care.
They don't care. I actually know of a millionaire who married a woman. What was her book? Was something so bad. It was something like how to be a gold digger, or like how to marry,
how to take his money.
How to marry a millionaire, something like that. Yeah. And he still married her.
That's fucking wild.
And this guy was actually good looking. He was not gross or anything. He was actually a good looking man.
That's even weirder. But like, look, so take a guy like Jeff Bezos, right? He's dating that hot Latin woman.
But she's 55.
Yeah, and he's like 60 something, and she's way hotter than him. I mean, the guy was a fucking total nerd until like the last 5 years when he got on steroids or whatever. But to know that a woman's with you just for your money, I don't think I could. I couldn't be attracted to her.
Do you know what? Something I think it's like those girls.
Same reason I don't know if I hookers. It's like oh, you know, fucking me for money. There's no attraction.
I don't think it's exactly like that. It's like those girls that they date guys that they're fuck boys, but they think they can change them, and then they believe in all their lies.
Okay. So he thinks she actually likes him not for the money. He's like, oh no, I'm so. Different.
Yeah.
When it's just not. He just likes your Ferrari. Yeah. Okay. But you don't seem like the type that would marry just for money. I feel like you would resent that person.
No, I think I would resent myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
But yeah, I do want to have babies. But
really? How many you want?
I would like to have 2.
Okay.
A boy and a girl.
I couldn't see you as a mom. I feel like
I'm a great mom.
No, I'm not saying that you'd be bad at it. I just feel like you have everything I know about you. You're very career driven. So the idea of you like stopping to become stay-at-home mom, I could never see it.
I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't be a stay-at-home mom. Okay. I would go to a writing session breastfeeding, you know?
a mommy breastfeeding writing session?
Yeah, I'll be like, don't look at my tits. I'll be like, my face is up here. Let's get it.
I don't know, man. The kids fuck up your boobs. You have to, they ruin them.
I'll buy another pair. You know? It's okay.
You reinflate them?
Yeah. Exactly.
2 Wouldn't kids. Be the first time, Randy.
I know.
I mean, I already had 3 boob jobs, and they still look
3. Mm-hmm. Why 3? You're so young. What the fuck?
So the first time I did it in Portugal, and they were just very small and hard. I didn't like them.
Small and hard. So all right. So let's get down to your tits. How big were they before the boob job?
They were like maybe a 34B.
Okay. Good. I'm fan.
Yeah.
And then you went up to what?
I have a 30. So I don't remember the first one I did, but I didn't see much difference and I didn't really love it. And then the second time I did, and then literally 1 year afterwards, I got, I don't know the exact word. I think it's crippling or something, where the silicone is very heavy and pulls your skin down. Oof. And then rippling, that's the word.
Oh, okay.
And then you have like little waves here. So then I was going to go to the same doctor. And
you got to change doctors.
I know. So I changed doctor and I went to Brazil.
Okay.
So he changed my implant for under the muscle, and now I love them. Like my scar is this size. You cannot even see because it's right below my breast.
I was going to say, because like 3,
it's really...
How old are you in your first one? So like 10, 12 years time, maybe 18, 19, 20, something like that?
I was 25.
Okay, 25.
Yeah.
I feel like, can't they like... Isn't there too much surgery? Like your 9th boob job, like, hey, we can't operate in it anymore. Too much scar tissue, or
no, I don't have any scar tissue because I went to like the best doctor in Brazil, and the scar you cannot see it, and they look really nice. Okay. Like I'm very grateful that I went to a good doctor.
Okay, 3. So 3rd time's a charm. 25 years old isn't bad. I mean, like it's a little early. I feel like that's a weird thing for me. Like you see it out here a lot, like with these young girls, fucking these girls out here, 22. Just got a boob job. I'm like, you're brand new. Your body's fucking. Wait until you're 30 and they're starting to sag. Then get them lifted. Like, fuck you do it. Like you're not even done growing and you're fucking putting in implants. It's weird to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it's too much.
I know somebody who did it at 16.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
when you're not even done maturing.
Yeah, I was when I was a flight attendant. This gorgeous Colombian girl. She's like, oh yeah, everyone gets it for their sweet 16.
Colombia is like the fucking is like the headquarters of plastic surgery on the Western Hemisphere. Like people fly from the United States down to South America to get that shit done because they're so good at it. Colombia, Venezuela, I think Brazil too. They do a lot of work.
Yeah.
16. That's too young.
It's too young. I agree.
It's too young. I don't know. But would you get a Brazilian butt lift?
No, I'm happy with my ass.
But what if they like perfect it in 10 years?
If there was no risk, yeah, maybe.
I wonder what you looked like before.
What do you mean?
Boob jobs. Were you like an athletic girl? Like, were you
So
like in high school?
I used to surf a lot.
Okay.
And I felt very self-conscious because I had like very broad shoulders. And then
you don't?
At the time, because
Okay.
I didn't had much breast, I felt like I did.
Okay.
And I just felt very like, and then I'm petite and I'm round, and I just felt like, oh,
You're round? What does
yeah,
that mean?
like I'm small and I'm not skinny, but I'm not fat either.
Okay. I'm round.
I'm round.
I'm round. No one
He's
describes you
round.
as
You're not round.
Come on.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm round, so I felt like
No one would
weird.
describe you as round, Nacya.
That's good. I have body dysmorphia as well.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
What's that like?
I don't know. It just feels.
How do you know you have body dysmorphia?
Because I did therapy,
Okay.
and that's how I figured it out. And even when I did this.
Really? Because they told me I'm a sociopath.
Oh yeah, then you are.
No, they didn't. I was concerned I was a sociopath. He's like, you're not a sociopath. I'm like, how do you know? He's like, a sociopath.
Why did you thought you were a sociopath?
Because, I've made a lot of mistakes and done a lot of fucked up things in my life, and it doesn't seem to bother me. I was why am I able to do these things? He's like, I asked my therapist, like, well, listen, Randy, you're not a sociopath. I'm like, how do you know? He's like, because a sociopath would never ask if they were a sociopath. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't be concerned if they were actually a sociopath. He's like, so your concern means you're not a sociopath. It just means, you made some mistakes and you're trying to fix them. I'm like, all right, cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was worried. I just didn't give a fuck. But a lot of it has to do with my views on the world. Like I don't believe in marriage. I don't. A lot of the things that most normal people subscribe to, I think, are bullshit. So I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Like the whole world believes this, and I think they're fucking dumb. Is there something wrong with me? Like how can 8 billion people be wrong and I'm the one that's right?
Well, that's cool that you asked that. I remember being in church with my mom, and she wanted me to finish like I don't know how you say it here in English.
Confirmation.
Yeah.
Catholic, I assume.
Yeah, she wanted to finish that, and I remember having a fight with her. And now when I look back, I just think it's so funny. Like, we were in the church, and she's like, what the fuck do you want to do with your life? And I'm like, I don't think I want to follow this religion. And she's like, what did you say? She was like, and I go, and she goes, so what religion do you want to be? What religion? And we're like fighting like this. And
I don't know, Jewish.
Like around, and I go, maybe Buddhism. And she goes, what the fuck is that? Like, she would be so mad at
maybe Buddhism.
Yeah, she would be like so mad at really simple shit. Like the last one when I was home, she was really stressed because my dad is really sick.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks. And she was like carrying my niece, and she's like, oh shit. Okay, this is the best part. My niece was like crying so much because she's obsessed with her dad. She has to put the shoes on. Oh, it has to be her dad. Everything has to be her dad. And her dad, my brother, had to leave, right? And she's like crying, and she has a really big mouth. And my mom was like, "Close that big ass mouth." I'm sick of looking at it. And then she sits
yelling
down.
At a child. How old is this kid?
She's 3. Wait, it gets worse. And then my mom, like, we are all eating, and she's like, like crying, and she goes, ugh. And she like tries to give her soup. And she's like, I don't want to eat. And my mom is like, I don't like you anymore.
Wow.
And, yeah.
She told the kid she told her granddaughter she doesn't like her anymore?
Yeah. She goes, I don't like you anymore. And then she goes like this. My mom, she's like this. I don't like you anymore. And I'm like, well, that explains a lot.
Oh, yeah. Very dramatic. Is your mom single? She sounds hot.
She's not single. They're like obsessed with each other. It's disgusting.
Oh, your parents?
Yeah.
Good for them. They renewed their wedding vows after 10 years, right? Because that law in Portugal I made up.
My parents been together since they met when they were 20. They had their first kid at 27, my brother. And then they had me at 42.
Wow, so you were a mistake.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
They said, my mom goes, well, I knew it could happen, but I also wasn't planning on it. But,
All right. So there's just the two of you and your brother?
Yeah.
15 years apart or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. So it sounds like your brother has kids late.
Yeah, he did.
Good for him.
Not because he wanted to. He just couldn't get any pussy.
Taking shots at your brother, can't defend himself.
The best of us.
He's a very peculiar person.
All right. You want to get to a little news, Nacya?
Sure.
News for the week? What time? We good on time, Mikey?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So I saw this one around the internet big time. A list of places women refuse to go on a first date is going viral.
Okay.
And these are very specific places, but let me ask you before I even get into the list. What is like one first date you had where like, I'm not doing that? Like, let's go here, do this. Like, I'm not doing that.
If somebody invites me for the first date for coffee or for a drink, I don't go.
Coffee or a drink? Really? Mm-mm. I feel like both of those are safe.
No, but no, this is not a meet and greet. Like, you have to offer me dinner or something.
On a first date?
Yeah.
But then you're committing yourself to several hours with someone you might not like. That's why I think drinks coffee, anything like coffee related, it's like, what is it, fucking interview? Like, we're adults, we're going to get a drink at night. Like, it has to be night.
Yeah.
Or else it's not a date.
Well,
if I see you in the morning, it's not a date. Like,
well, I'm not going to have drinks. But this is like
Well, you're not drinking, but I'm saying, like, I feel like that's a perfect first date. Oh, let's go grab a drink after work somewhere. Right? Because a drink is 20 minutes a piece, maybe half an hour. Right? Like, if you don't like the person, you do 2 drinks, you're gone, an hour. But if you don't like the guy, when you're doing a fucking, he takes you a 6-course meal, you're stuck there for 3 fucking hours.
This is the thing. First of all, I always FaceTime before I meet the person.
Or just meet him in real life.
No, I FaceTime.
Wait, guys don't approach you in real life anymore?
No.
What? Really?
Yeah. I can remember last time I was approached.
That's crazy, man. There's not enough people approaching people in real life anymore.
I don't know why. I think they're just scared.
They're fucking lazy, the internet. You do it taking a shit. That's why. People are fucking lazy.
Yeah.
And they are afraid of rejection.
Yeah,
There's a huge part of that. But as comics, we get rejected every night.
I get rejected all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had a while back, I had dinner with 2 girls. And the waiter was like...
A 3-way date?
No, motherfucker. Not like that. It was just like as friends.
Oh, girls. Girls night out. Okay.
And
well, the way you said I had dinner with 2 girls.
You're right.
It made it sound like you were
like
scissoring after that. A 3-way scissor.
I know that's your dream, but no. So...
it depends on the 2 other girls.
Then the waiter was like super cute. Mm-hmm. Like the waiter was super cute. And it's funny because they were giving me a moral lesson on how I should date an IT guy or like somebody with money. And I'm just like... I'm just focused on my thing now. So anyway, this waiter was really cute, right? And I go... And I looked at him and I was like, oh, he likes me too. So I asked him, are you, I was paying and I go, are you single? And he goes, yeah, I am. Are you single? I'm like, well, if I wasn't, I would be asking, So we went out on a few dates.
Okay.
But it's like, that's different. But I've never done that. I've never done that in my life.
That's crazy. That should be more common. I mean, like, I made a point to do that when I got out of my marriage or whatever to like, I would just go to the bar and have dinner at the bar and just talk to like the bartenders and the wait staff and different girls around. I was like, I got to get good at my people skills again before I start fucking around with this internet dating thing. Yeah, because that makes you lazy.
I hate internet dating.
It makes you lazy. Yeah.
Swiping right, swiping left. You should see. Do you want to see my profile?
I would love to see your profile. I also want to go through. I want to go through your DMs and I want to go through your inbound messages. Let me see that.
Okay.
That could be a whole nother podcast.
This is going to be a whole fucking episode. We're going to go through Nacya's DMs. We're going to make it a segment. You're coming on once a month, and we're going to go through Nacya's DMs.
Oh, let's do that. Okay, this is my profile. I have a really cool profile, actually. But
what is Raya?
Don't
Tinder,
don't say
Bumble?
don't say it.
Okay.
I don't want people to know which one.
Okay.
Here. He doesn't stop licking my boobs, this dog.
Well, he takes after his father.
He's obsessed with me.
All right, I like the pictures.
Look, get the camera. Oh, did you get it? Yeah. He had like his paw on my boob. You little baby.
A life goal of mine: find the cure for the peanut allergy.
Yeah, read the rest.
I'm not allergic, just thoughtful. I like this one though. My greatest strength: I can do more pull-ups than your dad. That's probably true.
It is.
Those motherfuckers in this country can't do any pull-ups. The way to win me over: be genuine and feed me.
Yeah, feed me.
These are fun photos. Yeah, this works. This profile is. He's.
What are you doing, honey?
Sorry, I got confused. He almost pulled out a titty on the podcast. I'm gonna get pulled from YouTube because you're dog, dude.
Take me out to dinner first.
Yeah, look, the photos you picked, you look great. You don't look slutty. You look hot, but not like too trashy.
Yeah.
There's some fun ones. You got you here with the big fucking lips filter.
Funny, right?
Your answers are funny. You can see you're doing work, but you're not on stage. You're not highlighting that. This is a good profile.
Right?
I'd give this an A-.
Fuck you. It's an A+.
It's A++ would have been if you showed some fucking tit.
I'm not gonna show anything.
I know, but that's why it's classy. But I'm looking at it from a guy's perspective.
I had a friend of mine looking at my DMs, and then he's like, "Why is there girls showing here?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Why is there girls showing in my dating profile?"
Oh, you got both going on there?
Yeah.
All right. So who's the hottest chick you got coming into you? This is what I want to know. This is what the internet wants to know. Who are the hot chicks Nacya can bang?
But I'm not, I mean, I will show it to you, but I'm not going to show here.
No, of course, we're not going to share it with the people on screen. I mean, this is somebody else's life. I'm not going to try and ruin them. Oh, wow.
Right?
This girl's a lesbian?
Yeah. I mean, I think she's bi.
Can I film this? Holy
What do you mean?
shit.
No, don't get that on camera.
No. I'm saying, like, can I film the two of you?
Oh. See? This motherfucker.
No. I wasn't going to show her to the camera. I want to film this. She's a looker.
No.
This girl's a lesbian?
Yeah.
In what world? Well, good for you, Nacya.
Thank
Did you
you.
meet up with her?
No, not yet. But
Not yet?
I can show you somebody I met with.
Yeah,
But
let's
they're not
see.
here anymore, I think. Oh, I can show you one.
I want to know what the weirdest inbound DM you ever got was.
Oh, do you want to see? What is
You
inbound?
must. I mean, your DMs on Instagram must be littered with dick pics and come-ons and terrible fucking one-liners.
I had some famous people hitting me up.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Yeah.
I've had Louis Anderson dropping my DMs before. I'm kidding.
I was like, okay. Give me that thing again. Please. I mean, I don't really. I had dick pics, of course.
When was the last time you went on an internet date?
I can't remember, to be honest, because I just came back from Portugal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have a girl. Look at this one.
Just wanted to say you're stunning. Let's see her profile.
Yeah, I haven't seen her
Holy
profile.
biscuits.
Is she hot? Let me see.
I mean, she ain't bad.
Is she following me? I'm not going to answer her DM if she's not following me.
No.
Wow.
But also, that's the thing, too. Women, like, she might not be a lesbian, man. Like, women say that to each other. Like, if I told Mike Nell, Mike, you're a fucking ravishing today. He'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
She's from London. Why is she texting me?
That's what I'm saying. I think women could just say that another woman's beautiful. But if I commented, like, you know, Mike, your dick's looking really thick today. He'd be like, what the fuck are you?
Today?
Guys can't pay each other compliments because it makes you gay.
I
Whereas
have,
women can compliment each other all they want.
I had once a guy that every day he goes, it's been 8 hours since I last proposed to you. Then it's been like 15 hours since. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's a lot.
Well, especially if it's unanswered 15 times, I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know I started.
I
got lost when we started the story. Oh, so the places that women don't want you to take them on a first date.
Oh, yeah.
Number one, Mike, your favorite, Cheesecake Factory.
Damn.
I like Cheesecake Factory.
Back in the game.
You'd be okay with me taking you on the first date to a Cheesecake Factory?
I don't think I'll have problems with that.
But a drink's a problem.
Yeah, I don't, because I don't drink. Let me tell you something.
But I'm saying, even if you, but you get why a drink is like. It's a public place. You're not a long time commitment.
No, because it makes you look cheap.
Cheap drink, a drink in LA.
Let me tell you something.
I'm fucking easier to buy a car.
Let me tell you something. Once I went to a date in Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was like, we were both like young, and he was studying to be an engineer, so he didn't have much. And he took me to a coffee shop, and it had the whole view to Lisbon. It was like beautiful. Okay. So like he put effort on that, like A+, right? And then he was wearing a watch. It was just like nothing special. It was like a Casio watch or whatever. And I was like, oh, that watch looks good on you. And he's like, oh, you like this watch? I go, yeah. He took it off and he gave it to me. And it's not really about, because it's a Casio watch, it's a shitty watch, but it's you know, the intention.
Did you give him some action later?
Oh, he became my boyfriend. Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? The best gift I ever gave a girl was a box of cereal. I swear to God, man.
Why?
She was like beside herself with, because she was sick. You know, as a girl was being like in high school or college. And she's like, I was sick, and I knew her favorite cereal. I was like, oh, let me go, you know, I'm near her apartment.
So you went to get it?
Near her apartment, I'll go grab it and bring it to her, you know. She's like, this was so thoughtful. Like,
yeah.
It was like, but that and like a half gallon of milk.
One of your love languages is receiving gifts, and the other one's acts of service. Look at that.
There
you go.
Oh, shit, my parents are calling me on Skype. Shall we pick up?
Yeah. Put him on the mic.
Oh, it's my dad. Hold on. Oi, pai.
Well, not if it's not me.
Hello, meu
Olha, eu estou a filmar um... Sim, eu estou a filmar um podcast agora. Tá tudo bem contigo? Ok, então vá, beijinhos, pai. Ciao. He's wearing pajamas and calling me. I can see he's like double chin like this.
It's a very pretty language, but I didn't understand what the fuck just happened.
He just said, "Hey, are you okay?" I said yes, and he goes, "Okay."
Okay, good.
That's it. I was gonna turn my phone, but he's in pajamas and.
Yeah, you don't want to do your dad dirty like that.
No, sorry.
Yeah. So number 1, Cheesecake Factory. 2, Applebee's. 3, Chili's. 4, Chipotle. Who the fuck?
Actually, I would be upset with those. I would be like, that's offensive.
Yeah, that is offensive. The movies. That's not a bad. That's number 5. It's crazy. Your house. Number 7.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all those. I don't think.
What's a good first date then? You going on a fucking hike?
No,
Boring.
of course not. I don't know. For me, it's about intention. It's about like how much effort have you put on
A first date?
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I don't even know you. You might be Lucifer himself. Like,
I don't give a fuck. That's your problem.
so what's the best first date you ever went on? This one, the coffee
This
date?
one. This was the best date. Yeah.
All right, so I got to find coffee with a view. Great.
Sorry. And you have to give me a shitty watch.
I'll give you one of my wristbands.
Motherfucker. Look, your dog is obsessed with me.
All right. Yeah, he's staring at me, a little doe-eyed. All right, we'll do one more.
I think it's my boobs.
He likes licking them, that's for sure. We know that.
I know, buddy. I'm sorry. You got to pay for them.
Here's how many people the average American has had sex with. And the most promiscuous countries in the world. So what do you think how many people do you think the average American has had sex with?
How many people?
Yeah.
1,000?
Jesus Christ.
I'm so far behind. Oh my God.
You think the average American has had sex with 1,000 people? Who are you? Not everyone's a porn star.
A different person every day for 3 years.
Oh, yeah? I'm bad at math. It's just...
What's your body count? 2?
Right?
No. 10.7 people.
Okay.
Mexicans are less promiscuous.
Mexicans?
Yeah, less.
That's not correct.
Well,
it's because they've been married since 16.
Yeah, there you go.
And lie and say, no, I've never hooked up with anyone else.
That's true.
That's right. Australia was named the most promiscuous country in the world, with the average citizen sleeping with over 13 people. And 81% of residents approved of having sex before marriage. I knew I liked Australia.
But you see, everyone I've met, they had sex with more than 10 people. You had sex with more than 10 people.
Yeah. I mean, but that's also like, you got to think of the company we keep, Nacya. We're hanging out with other degenerate comedians. These aren't well-adjusted people.
That's true.
You know, if they came from loving families and, you know, and had a wife, they wouldn't be doing comedy.
That's true.
You know, it's a bunch. I'm 40 years old. I'm, you know, fucking unmarried. You know, I'm chasing a dream. Obviously, things didn't go the right way. I've had sex with many people I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
You know, as have all of us in this room, I would hope. I hope I'm not alone in that. It's turning into a therapy session. You're looking at me like, no, I'm good. I'm not a fucking asshole. Why? How many people have you slept with?
I don't know.
Don't fucking look at me like that.
I mean...
You're like, you've slept with more than 10 people? I'm like, yeah.
I haven't slept as many as you'd have. But also, I'm younger.
All right, here, are you beating the American average or not?
What's the next question?
Yeah, exactly. See, that's weird about, like, look, I also don't believe in revealing the number. I've said this before on the podcast. If you know exactly how many people you slept with, it's weird.
Yeah, I agree. You have to keep a list.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Keeping a list of anything is fucking... Here's my fuck list. And you're like writing names down. It's like, what's wrong with you? Like, just live your life.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
It's kind of creepy. And at 40 years old, I mean, yeah, 10 people? That'd mean I'd have to have sex with 2 a year since I was born. It's not that hard.
I mean, since you were born.
Or less, no, like 0.5.
I think it would be kind of hard.
Right?
0.25. Sorry, 0.25 a year. My math was off.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
It was like 3 weeks before my 16th birthday.
Oh, it was for your birthday?
No, it's like 3 weeks. My high school girlfriend, her birthday was the end of March. Mine's the middle of May. And we had it like after her 16th birthday, before mine. So, and it was just her until I got to college. Then the numbers went up.
That's good.
The numbers went up. But what? I mean, how old are you when you lost virginity?
I think I was 16. Yeah.
You haven't lost it yet. You're still pure.
In some places, yeah.
Your anal virginity still intact?
My ears, yeah.
Your what?
My ears are intact.
Your ears? Can you fuck an ear?
I don't know. If you have a very skinny dick.
Yeah, it's true. I actually... This just reminded me of a question that I asked a buddy of mine once. I asked my lesbian roommates back in Boston. I was like, I feel like girth is more important than length. It's like if you think about it in the extreme, like, would you rather have a guy who had like a 12-inch dick, but it was the size of spaghetti, like angel hair pasta?
That sounds very painful and awful.
Right? Or would you have like a can of tuna? It's like, well, he's not long, but at least he's hitting the walls. You know? I feel like in the extreme, girth is more important. But I don't know. I don't have a pussy. So
yeah.
I can tell you if it was my asshole, I wouldn't want anything in there.
I'm sure. I mean,
I don't know. But probably, although anally, I bet the can of tuna would hurt more than angel hair.
Yeah. I mean, you can try.
You could try.
See?
I could experiment on myself?
Yeah.
Wow, what would you go with? Angel hair or can of tuna?
Can of tuna.
Can of tuna. See? Mikey's got the old can of tuna.
Guess so.
Talking from experience.
All right, we're at the end here, girl. We made it. And you're hitting the pen again. Vaping. Where can the people find you? Now that you're back in the States.
I know. I feel good. You can find me on Instagram, NACYA_MARREIRO.
All right. And
That's
I
my
fucked
first
up the
and last
spelling
name.
of it last time. Actually, I didn't. Autocorrect did it.
Yeah, make sure that doesn't happen again.
Well, you know what I think it's used to Valerio. E-R-I-O, my name.
Where's your last name from?
It's Dominican. My father's from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Oh, that makes sense. It makes sense now?
That makes sense.
Good. The Riff Raff, right? Or no, the...
No, that's another show.
What's the one called?
My show, it's The Riff.
The Riff.
The Riff at the Hollywood Improv.
Yes, come check that. I had fun doing that last time. My corporate attorney came. He got hammered and hung around for like 4 more hours, which was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, you got him drunk. It was nice.
That's nice. Did you make out with him?
No. He just was happy to be out of the house with his wife and kids for a few hours.
Oh shit. Okay. Did he like the show?
Yeah, he had a great time.
That's good.
Yeah, it was fun. Check her out, guys. She's awesome. Her show's a ton of fun. I wish I could go was it Friday night or Saturday night?
Wednesday.
Ooh, I can go Wednesday.
Come.
Fuck yeah. I'll come check it out.
Okay.
Because I am going to be in Calgary this weekend, folks. 7th through 9th, if I got my dates right. I don't know. Mike?
Nope.
Nope.
The 7th would be Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Sorry, 9th through 11th. 9th through 11th at Calgary with my man Jeff Dye. And, of course, rate, review, subscribe. Wrigley, you're coming on next, buddy.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Love you guys. Peace.